Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. In the last episode, we were working on Nathan, and we only have, I believe, 3 green stars left. We have, what were you doing at the time of Dr. Dekker's murder? Hello, and did Hannah donate lots of things to charity? Where do we want to start? Actually, have we exhausted... Oh! Did Dekker ever meet Hannah? That's a good question. I don't think he would have. Nathan started his therapy after Hannah's death, so unless Dekker could time travel, he never met Hannah, but we'll ask anyway.
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
Okay, that's that. Oh, was that? Okay, that was that. Let's try this one.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
A missed call?
Sorry, I don't know. Is it me, or did it just really get cold in here?
What is it with everyone getting cold? Are you cold?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mate, you literally just said it got cold. I get the feeling they are looking for something very specific for this, and I just don't know what they want. Maybe let's try, not in a mood for conversation.
I meant I wasn't in the mood to talk to Dr. Dekker.
I was gonna say, because he spent the evening talking with one of the lady archaeologists at the dig. That got that. Okay, we just have hello left.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
My gut says, why did you... How do I put this? Why did you set fire to them? Not... I don't mean that in a... Why did you burn the clothes? I mean that in a... Why fire? Why did you set fire to them? But obviously the game doesn't register where I'm putting the emphasis. You know what? Give me a hint. Oh my... Do you like fire? That's what the game wants. Okay. I knew it had to be something to do with the fire, but I just didn't know how to word it.
I think fire is very primal in terms of energy. Maybe if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm really not. That is not what I am supposed to be doing. Jaya, I'm leaving Bryce. I don't want to talk to Bryce. Where were we for you? Let's see. There should only be one set of questions for Jaya, because we haven't been back to see her. There we go. Okay. Let's bamf these to the top. What was Dekker like? There we go. Alderby. Tell me about Ben. Oh yeah, we have the Ben conundrum. Okay, I think that's actually it. I'm pretty sure we have... Yeah, I just want to rewatch this kind of, I guess for the sake of posterity, just to remind me what was going on.
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Okay, that was not what I thought it was going to be. I said this before. If I remember correctly, Ben was the night cleaner. He arrived at the office, as part of his shift. He came into the office, found Dr. Dekker dead, and he's trying to sue the office for, maybe psychological distress or some kind of, emotional damages. And my thinking was, if this was maybe, a half-assed attempt at getting some money. So, he's like, oh, I don't really want to sue the office, but maybe my friends have said, oh, there's a lawsuit in that, so I'm kind of going to half-ass this. Then we should just talk it out with him. He'll be reasonable. But if he's being very serious about this, he's like, no, I saw something that I shouldn't have seen. That's your responsibility. I want some money. I'm going to pursue this. Then we need a solicitor. If he's half-arsing and we send a solicitor, then that could potentially scare him into becoming genuine. If we try and talk to him and he is genuine about wanting compensation, then that'll make us look weak. If we look weak in the immediate, we can always get a solicitor later, right? I'd rather not scare him into making this bigger than it is. Does that make sense?
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
Okay, so there is someone there pulling the strings. His mum? Question mark?
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
You brought up Ben's mum, maybe?
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
He might be 25, but he's just found a corpse. What was his mum doing? Maybe his mum is also a night shift cleaners. Maybe it's like a family business. But still, I think if I found a corpse, and bear in mind, I don't know what Dekker was stabbed with, but he had been stabbed. So you would assume there'd be a lot of blood. That's distressing. Oh, Jaya, have some sympathy for the 25-year-old. What can you tell me about Dr. Dekker's patients? Who or what is Cthulhu? Oh no. What happened to Dr. Dekker's glass in Alderby's video? That is a very good question.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Okay, I get the feeling that Claire is private just because she's rich. That's maybe a little bit unfair of me, I don't know, but out of all of them, Claire is the one I can see being like, you know what, if I'm trying to get the police off my back to convince them that I'm not dangerous, I am going to use my considerable wealth to hire the best person possible to do that. Claire kind of reminds me of my aunt. My aunt has never stabbed anyone. I should just say that. My aunt has never stabbed anyone, but my aunt likes nice things. Everything has to be branded. She shops exclusively at Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's. If it ain't from there, she ain't having it. And it's the same with clothes and everything like that. Claire strikes me as being very similar. Why are we toying with Cthulhu? That's never a smart thing.
So you watched the tapes. Gold star for you.
Oh, God, don't know. I'm glad she didn't tell us about Cthulhu, talk about him, and that summons him. I don't know. Maybe it's like, like speak of the devil and he shall appear. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want a tentacle to start sneaking its way through, like, this side of the screen. No thank you.
It smashed.
But how did it smash? But how? Did gravity turn off for like a minute there? What? Did Dekker maybe knock the glass with his arm? Oh God.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
I find that weird. Alderby's a trustee, but he was also one of Dekker's patients. How do I... Maybe... But... Alderby was also a patient?
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Oh! But why? Why was he testing Dekker?
Test is the wrong word. More like gently guide. Professor Alderby had a lot of good advice to offer the young psychiatrists. He really helps them focus on where the problems are.
Okay. I wonder what advice Alderby gave to Dekker, and two, I wonder if Dekker took it.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Oh, I'm not too sure where else to go from that. Aside from, why was he testing Dekker? I'm probably going to have to go for a hint on that. What about this?
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
And I don't know where to go with that, so you know what? Let's use a hint. Does she believe what Professor Alderby said about gods? Oh. What Alderby said about gods. Have I spelled everything correctly there? I believe I have.
Everyone has to believe in something, don't they, Doctor?
Okay. Jaya likes to do that. She likes to give half answers. She'll respond with something, but it's not necessarily a response to the question we asked. Do you believe what Alderby said about gods? Everyone has to believe something. It's like that. That isn't what we asked, though. I think it's going to be too soon for another hint. Yep, 24 seconds. Maybe Dekker became more confident? Okay. That's classified as what was Dekker like. I think I've reached a stage where the game is like, you need to be really specific. Because I don't understand how what was Dekker like is the same as Dekker became more confident. I get the feeling I'm going to complain about this a lot. Please don't misunderstand. I am enjoying myself with this. I am really intrigued as to where the story is going. I'm just a tad frustrated with how specific I need to be and how sentences that don't even look alike are classified as the exact same sentence. Does that make any sense? Maybe secret shopper.
I've got no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
Okay, fair dues. That was a bit of a stab in the dark. I'm just trying to repeat back stuff that she said. Hint, please. Won't she be breaching patient confidentiality if I ask her about the patients? To be fair, she's not. She's just a secretary. It's Dr. Dekker that was breaching that sort of stuff. Won't you be breaching patient confidential? I cannot spell. Thankfully, it's spelled right there. There we go.
Oh, don't be such a... It's just between us two.
Okay, that's fair. Aha, that got that. It's just Alderby. I
think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Maybe you'll get into trouble. Oh, whoops. Space there, and a question mark.
This practice is owned by a trust. They make all the money and leave me to make all the decisions, which generally means making lots of money. I headhunted Dr. Dekker. And you?
Oh! Jaya can't be just a secretary. She absolutely cannot be a secretary. They would not place that level of power in her hands. She has to be the practice manager. 100%. Secretaries don't headhunt people. Practice managers do. You headhunted me.
I've recruited the last 5 doctors since I've been here. Now, I've got a flair for recognising the extraordinary. Both you and Dr. Dekker were extraordinary.
Oh, Dekker was oh god, I can't spell extraordinary. Is that right? I don't know. Oh god, I'm awful with this.
Both Cambridge graduates, both top of the class, both pliable, obedient slaves to my every whim. Yeah, that last one's more of a hope than a must-have attribute.
We're a Cambridge graduate! Oh my god, my mother would be so proud! Look at me go! Oh, I find that interesting. Dekker was also a great game... Oh my god, Cambridge graduate, not Gamebridge caduate, Jesus. Oh. We're missing something here. We're missing something. There was something she said that I wanted to talk about, and I got distracted. I got distracted by my fake Cambridge degree. Oh god. You know what? I'm just gonna watch these last 3 back.
This practice is owned by a trust. They make all the money and leave me to make all the decisions, which generally means making lots of money. I headhunted Dr. Dekker. And you?
Okay.
I've recruited the last 5 doctors since I've been here. Now, I've got a flair for recognising the extraordinary. Both you and Dr. Dekker were extraordinary. Both Cambridge graduates, both top of the class, both pliable, obedient slaves to my every whim. Yeah, that last one's more of a hope than a must-have attribute.
I find that so interesting. Okay, so one, at least I can square away Jaya's role in all of this. She's the practice manager. Okay, that makes sense. She headhunted the past 5 doctors. I don't know if us and Dr. Dekker are included in that 5. 5 doctors in the time she's been here. That's a lot of doctors, don't you think? How often are these doctors leaving the surgery? Also, I don't know, I find it interesting that both Dr. Dekker and us both graduated from Cambridge. We were both top of our class. We both shared the same office, as in this office. Ooh. I say it's a lot of similarities. It's 3, but... I feel like there's something there, and it's percolating in my brain, but I can't exactly put a finger on what it is. Give me a hint. What does she think about chaos? Think about chaos.
Nobody likes chaos, Doctor. We're supposed to be restoring order, don't you think?
Okay. That's actually very similar to something I was saying. I think that the game hasn't told me this, but it's what I'm assuming. I think we have to persuade all of the patients to give up their powers. Or to stop using them, at least. We need to... What was it Alderby said? We need to make people see our version of sanity. By imposing our will to create order. I think that's what we're meant to be doing. Also, Bryce! Buddy! Don't wave at me, you disgust me. Don't do that! You know what you've done! Oh my god. God damn it, Bryce. Let's see. Where were your questions? They're going to be all the way down at the bottom. Okay, here we are. Hello. Again, just going to bamf these to the top. Out of control. How did he change? Advice. Okay, have we been back to Bryce? That's the question. Yes, we have. Okay. You don't know, I certainly don't want to see them. Okay. So we just have these 3 things. We don't have any more hints left. Let's go through them.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Okay. Let's see, what did we ask him? I'd visit a fairground, I'd help people, I'd spy on people, I'd steal things, bigger things. And the fact that that is still asterisked indicates, to me at least, that there's something, like, have you ever, maybe I'd do this. Okay, ever destroyed anything? More relics? Sunk cost fallacy right there. Why didn't you stop seeing him? Because I'd come so far. If he's an arsehole, then just stop seeing him. I want to see how I worded these. Because there's the obvious. Maybe I'd kill someone. Maybe I'd kill someone.
I don't think you would, Doctor. I don't think I would either.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you for saying I don't strike you as murderous. That's very nice. Okay, so, oh god, there's more? Jesus, how many things can you do in an hour? Also, I like the nice little, I'm completely innocent. I don't think I'd kill anyone either. Okay.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
Dekker wasn't listening, perhaps?
Therapists are supposed to help you. For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
Oh. Okay.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Dekker pushed you? God damn it. We got that one at least. Give me a hint. I wonder if he's moved or hidden things in his extra hour. Okay. You moved or hidden things.
Moving things around and hiding things was amusing at first, when everyone was frozen. Some people would faint when things appeared from midair. Others would cry. Others just thought that it was there all the time and that their mind was playing tricks on them. It got boring fast, though.
That was the final one. I find that dodgy. Like, the first time you do it as like a little prank and then someone starts crying because they're so confused, I couldn't do that again. I'd feel horrifically guilty. If maybe the first person he interacted with, they were just kind of like, oh, that must have been there the entire time, I could see him repeating it. But if I was in his position and I decided to play this little prank and the person responded by crying and really freaking out, I'd just feel guilty. That would lose entertainment value real quick for me, compared to Bryce, who was like, but that got boring eventually. I'm like, Bryce, God, it's no wonder he did what he did. I have no respect for Bryce. I'm sorry, I have none whatsoever.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
He's not accepting responsibility for his own thoughts, which also doesn't fill me with much confidence. Let's see. To use your imagination.
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
Oh. Oh God, we're missing something else here. Give me another hint. Has he seen people come back from the dead? What a question. Also, my time is about to go off, but I think I'm close to finishing with Bryce. Have you seen people come back from the dead?
When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things. I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse.
If they're not real, then you're having hallucinations, which isn't great. But if they are real, then that means there are some fucked up people in this world, and that's kind of scary. Strange things.
You're laughing at me, aren't you? I said I wasn't sure if they were real.
Oh, buddy, I'm not... Yes! For once, I'm not laughing at you. To be fair, I've never laughed at you. You disgust me. I sneer at you, that facial expression, that cocky grin. Look away ashamed. Yeah, but that last one did not mean to offend the guy, but we have gotten everyone to green, which means we can continue on to the next day, but that will have to wait until the next episode. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.